The Moogle Treasure Trove, the second hunt for Genesis, has finally launched, and now you can get all of the juicy rewards in-game. In this video, I'm going to give you my tips and tricks on how to get tomestones really quick, as well as go over what rewards I think are really worth having. The first thing that I want to say about the Moogle Treasure Trove is that there has been some pretty fundamental changes to how this event works, and we're going to be talking about the Mogpendium first. And if you're like, what the hell is a Mogpendium? Don't worry, you're not alone. So if you go to the itinerant Moogle in any of the main three cities, Ulda, Gridania, or Limsa Lominsa, you can talk to the itinerant Moogle, and then he will give you an option to view the Mogpendium. And this is where all of the really big changes have come. Now you're going to see categories of standard objectives, weekly, Minimog, and Ultimog objectives. In the simplest way possible, the standard objectives are very similar to how things used to be with the Moogle Tomestone event. I'm going to make those a part of the recommendations that I make later on how to grind out more, but the weekly, Minimog, and Ultimog provide a massive amount of tomes and are incredibly worth doing. First up, let's talk about the Ultimog challenge, and this is going to be clearing floor 100 of the Deep Dungeon Palace of the Dead. Now, if people want my honest take, I don't really think, and it doesn't specify this needs to be solo, so I presume you can still do it in a group, but if you want my honest opinion, I definitely think that grinding up Palace of the Dead, especially if you don't have the Aether Pool armor and weapon maxed out, will take a extensive amount of time. And so even though you will get 50 of the tomes, I definitely think that this is going to be less efficient than other methods to get the tomes. But let me say, if you've never tried Palace of the Dead and you have any, even the most faint interest or just a curiosity about what the hell is this deep dungeon thing that people have talked about, I definitely check it out, as well as it's still a really good way to level alt characters up from level 1 up to probably about 60-ish. It has been a hell of a long time since I've leveled something from level 60. My god, I just thought about it from like level 1, I mean. But yeah, in terms of time efficiency though, if you have zero interest whatsoever in exploring this content, this is definitely not the most efficient method, but at any, I totally recommend you try it. Now let's talk about the Minimog challenges. And these are going to be one and done for this event, where you are going to be either doing 5 fates in Labyrinthos or Thavnair. Actually, I shouldn't say or. You can do both of them. So do 5 fates in Labyrinthos or Thavnair, and then win a game of Triple Triad against Bussy-Charon in the South Shroud. Now the next thing is the weekly objectives, which is going to be updated during the weekly resets, and so it's going to update on the 21st of May for the next thing. And so we are looking at the event being the Hidden Gorge that you will complete for 20 tomes, which is quite good, especially because the Hidden Gorge and Rival Wings PvP is kind of like one of the best things to do during this Moogle Tome event. I'm not even gonna lie, it's definitely gonna be on my recommendations. And yeah, for standard objectives, we're looking at basic things like Castrum Mediocrium, the Praetorium, which was Netflix and chill before, but now it is definitely a lot more active, and I don't like it as much anymore. I used to like AFKing basically through it. It was so nice. I used to code as I did it. I digress. We're looking at ARF until you barf, in case you're like me and you did all the Heaven's Ward relic grinding. Aetherochemical Research Facility, ARF until you barf. Not going back there. Memory lane is bad enough when I hit it in roulette. We're looking at like Amarant, Dead Ends. Then we're looking at a bunch of trials from like Stormblood. We're looking at Stormblood Alliance raids. Then we are looking at Stormblood normal raids. And no, these are just the normal raids, not Savage. I get asked that in the comment section, don't worry. Normal version for these. And then we are looking at PvP, which is going to involve like larger maps, and then Rival Wings and the Hidden Gorge. Now, with the Moogle events, they are now including gates, which are just like fates, but in gold saucer. They're like gold saucer fates. They're gay gates. I don't know, I'm trying here. I don't even know. And then they have a random mystery fish thing, because no, I still haven't unlocked ocean fishing, and no, I don't want to do it. It sounds not, it's not for me. No, don't do it. No, don't. Okay, now let's get into my recommendations. So first of all is Ultimog challenge. Will take too long, not worth it. Minimog challenge for the fates, it's okay. I think you can probably do better for like the fates one. And Triple Triad, I don't know if you even have the Triple Triad cards So really, if you have a plan and you know how to beat Bussy Karan, then beat that Bussy Karan and get those tomes and then move on. But to me, these are also not going to be as efficient. Now for the Hidden Gorge, being a weekly, you're going to get 20 for just completing it, and you are also going to be combining that with the 3 to 5 that you get depending on if you win or not. That is pretty worth it, I think. Now we have a lot of returning players, and yes, this is a video on Moogle Tomestone grind, but I would be remiss and probably negligent to not tell you that they have added what is a free PvP battle pass. You have it on the account. No, I know every time we hear the word battle pass, even my brain goes, what money do you want from me now this time? We have a free PvP battle pass with really good rewards in it, and if you open your PvP profile, you hit series milestones, you will be presented with the current battle pass for PvP. You will earn PvP points going towards this PvP battle pass for these rewards through going through the Hidden Gorge. Another thing that I will also add is that you get 50 Poetics for the Hidden Gorge, you get 50 Causality, and then you get 20 comedy. So this is also really great if you're trying to catch up and grind up more of the current relic weapons, because yes, they are unfortunately just a Tomestone grind. Sorry, I just know that there's a lot of returning players because I've been asked these questions so many times. They're like, oh, is the new relic really just a Tomestone grind? And I'm like, yeah, unfortunately, guys. But hey, that means that you, through the Hidden Gorge, can also grind that out. Now, what I'm going to say is when you're queuing into anything, and even if you choose to not do Rival Wings, which is what I definitely recommend, especially for all the returning players who want to catch up on rewards, is go into the gold saucer and do all the gay things in there. Like, make sure that you hit all the gay different like events there. Just go to like a club, go do all that stuff, collect all those things, because remember that each of those gays is going to give you 1 to 10 of the tomestones. And so hey, dance with the cactar, dodge bamboo falling on you. Do that between your queues for more Hidden Gorges, and then ultimately between the gays and ultimately between the Hidden Gorges and Rival Wings, you will catch up pretty quick on the Moogle Tomestones. And I know this video is like combining a whole lot of things because we have so many like circles overlapping in this recommendation. So another reason to go into the gold saucer and do the gay things is that it is going to, it's not currently as I'm posting this video active, but we are looking at the Make It Rain event coming, which makes it so that you get 50% more MGP from participating in all these gold saucer activities. And MGP rewards, I can tell you, there's that like dress up thing every week. I honestly don't participate. It's so annoying, and it honestly is just one of those things where getting MGP is such a pain in the butt, but the rewards from it are so important. Now let's talk about the rewards that I do recommend, and I'm gonna go through this really quick. If you want a more detailed breakdown, check out my last video where I went through all the rewards in much better depth. Emerald Carby Earring is the flagship custom reward from this. If you like Carbies at all, I would definitely recommend you get that. The next thing is MGP Platinum cards. Like I just said, I don't do the weekly things. I find them super tedious to do. These events, definitely stock up on MGP Platinum cards. And then you are going to also be looking at a treasure map here, this ostensibly special Time Worn map. This will guarantee a portal opens every time that you use it, which portals are very good because that's how you get into the big rewards of the treasure maps. And so definitely I recommend that. With that, I'm closing off this video. Take care everyone, and let me know what you think about this event in the comments. I'm scared for the comments. They're gonna be like, the rewards suck. And I'm not saying you're wrong, but